Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. Here we go with the 2025 hurricane season. Just to look at those numbers as we're heading into this season, what's predicted. And essentially what we're talking about is a little bit of an above average season. But what do we say every year? It doesn't matter whether we're below average or above average or average. You prepare every season the same because it takes that one storm to affect you. And it was a bad year, so you have to be prepared. But this is what we're looking at. NOAA predicting between 13 and 19 named storms. Colorado State, that is this column here, 17. There you see the average at 14. Then we look at between 6 to 10 hurricanes being forecasted by NOAA, 3 to 5 of those becoming major hurricanes. So all of these numbers are running a little bit above the average, and that's why we have to pay attention so much as we head through the year. Of course, it doesn't tell you where these storms are going, but it tells us maybe an idea of how many storms we may have. Now, quite often, we start out first part of the season quiet, completely normal. It's not really till we get towards August, heading into September and October. That's where you really start to see that activity ramping up, that peak of the hurricane season on September 10th. So as we're going through the month of June, the areas that we're watching is really closer to home. It's not until we get towards the peak of the season that we normally start to look way out into the Atlantic, off the coast of Africa, those tropical waves. But of course, we're always watching all across the tropical Atlantic, down through the Caribbean as well, just because you just never know. We saw that last year early on in the season, seeing some of these storms developing well away from where you would typically expect this time of the year. But this time of the year, what we're really looking at is down through the Caribbean, the Gulf, and into the Western Atlantic. These are what we would call more of those homegrown systems, just because they're happening so close to where we are. But with that in mind, watching some of these areas, what we're seeing right now is really a large amount of wind shear. We do have a lot of tropical moisture in place, and that's really given us a lot of showers and storms over Florida, and will continue to do so as we go through the next several days. But we've got this large amount of wind shear, which is good. Large amounts of wind shear, that is not conducive for tropical development. So as we look at the Fox model, another thing that we're seeing is just a large area of that Saharan dust working its way across the Atlantic. This time of the year, with the strong winds in the atmosphere, it's very common. Now we see these large plumes of dust working their way across the Atlantic, and you see what's happening. This is pushing in our direction, so we still have loads of showers around over the next couple of days, but as some of this drier air starts to filter in, we will see those rain chances starting to taper back. But with a lot of this dry air in place, that again is just not conducive to see any development. So looks like things are going to stay quiet over the next at least 7 days. That's as far as we look out on these. Of course, we'll keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.